Hey, what's up everyone? How about that Mario Kart World? How about that Nintendo Switch 2 Direct? I'll be honest, the only reason I'm recording this right now is because I couldn't shiny hunt tonight. I couldn't stream and shiny hunt tonight. Because, well, frankly, nobody joined. I didn't have enough people to do Dynamax Adventures with to get Zygarde. So, I'm doing this instead. See, this is why I don't like hosting. This is why I ought to just join others as they host. So anyways, yeah, the whole reason I'm recording this right now is just because I can't shiny hunt. Honestly, I don't know when I was gonna record this again, just because, you know, schedule-wise. Then again, these take so little time to record, I probably could have anytime I wanted to. So, what are my thoughts on Mario Kart World? So basically Mario Kart 9. At first I wasn't too sure about it, you know. Art style was a little more cartoony. I've grown to prefer this art style. Although, I don't know, from the actual like gameplay footage that we saw, I guess it's kind of growing on me, but I still do prefer this game's art style. Damn, I tried. I really tried to get you, Diddy. The fact that it's basically kind of like an open world Mario Kart game, kinda. You know, that I'm actually not against. Because I've been saying for a long time, Mario Kart games have a lot of detail put in to the actual like level design, a lot of stuff in the background that you just never really see. Like, look at all the detail they put into the background for this track, but you just never see it. Well, in Mario Kart World, you can basically go into, what was it called, free roam mode? So instead of actually racing, you can actually just drive around and just take in all the scenery. And there are supposedly Easter eggs they put in as well. So I like the fact that they added in basically a free roam mode where you get to just explore whatever you want and actually look at and appreciate all the details they put into the actual world. So I kind of like that. I also like the fact that instead of, you know how always, you know how you always hold down the button to protect yourself by putting a shell behind you? Well, now it's auto. You don't have to hold down any button to have something behind you to protect yourself. So I like that as well. You know, some quality of life changes. I'm also a little surprised, and wow, what a voice crack. I'm also a little surprised about some of the character choices that they, well, chose to include on the roster for the new game. Characters like Snowman and Cow are kind of like just random additions. I feel like they just either ran out of characters to choose from, or they just threw a dart at the board and chose whatever it landed on. Because these are some really random characters that I feel like I kind of wish they dug and got some really deep-cut characters instead of random-ass characters like Snowman and Cow. However, you know, whatever, right? You know, I would love to see a Luma be playable. So yeah, a couple of weird choices, I thought. Well, for one, Goomba is finally a playable character. I always kind of figured you could not play as Goomba just because, you know, Goombas don't have arms to steer. You don't exactly need legs to, say, step on a gas pedal for characters like King Boo. However, you definitely do need arms in order to steer which direction you're going in, so I always figured because of that, you would not be able to play as a Goomba, but who cares? It's a racing game. Who cares about realism, right? So yeah, Goomba is going to be playable in Mario Kart World. And I think it was another character that I can't think of right now who is the same thing. No arms, but is finally playable. I can't remember who it is. So, let's see. So the game actually looks pretty good. I still need time to grow to enjoy the art style. But you know, I'm down for a new Mario Kart game. We are definitely due for another one. However, just like everyone on the internet is complaining about, the one thing nobody is stoked about is the price. So the price, you don't need me to tell you, it's like a staggering $80 USD digital and $90 physical. Don't even get me started on what the Canadian prices are like. That's more expensive than even Tears of the Kingdom. I think Doug Bowser came out and, you know, stood behind the pricing, saying like there's so much content in this game, it's actually worth the price. Like, you will get your money's worth because of just how much content there is in this game. Bruh, I would have said that about Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom being $10 more, I would say, okay, fine. That kind of justifies the $10 more, because you definitely do get a shit ton of content in that game. But a freaking Mario Kart game being even more expensive than Tears of the Kingdom? That I might have to call bullshit. Like, it's a racing game. Oh my god! Oh man, I almost got first. Really? Diddy is first, hmm? Man, it feels great not being sick anymore. So, I am not getting a Nintendo Switch 2 on launch. So I will not have Mario Kart World on launch, nor for a while. You know, I don't plan to get the console anytime soon. Oh shit. We're gonna get Neo Bowser City at some point. Yeah, I don't plan to get a Switch 2 on launch. You know, it's not entirely because of the price. Even before learning about the price, I was, you know, I was back and forth on, do I get it at launch or not? Just because I don't really need a Switch 2. Yes, it'd be nice to upgrade the hardware, get a new console, not be outdated, or not get outdated by waiting too long to buy it. However, I don't really need it. What do I do with my Switch most of the time? Shiny hunt Pokemon, and I really don't need a stronger hardware to do that, right? So I'm not planning to buy a Switch 2 on launch. The price definitely didn't help, especially in this economy, and especially with the landscape of how businesses are these days, or doing businesses, I should say. So yeah, I'm not gonna get Mario Kart World for quite a while. And also because I would not buy the bundle. I know there's a Switch 2 bundle that comes with a digital version of the game, and thus you save basically $30 US if you get the bundle. However, I'm not gonna do that. I will actually fork over the extra money to buy the console and physical games separately. You know how the game industry is actively trying to destroy physical gaming and preservation? Well, yeah, no, I'm going all physical from here on out. You know, for quite a while now. Back when the Switch 1 initially released, I was actually leaning more towards all games being digital, just because I was too afraid of my clumsy ass. I was afraid my clumsy ass would eventually lose the tiny little cartridge at some point. Well, I never lost a single cartridge yet, which is a pretty good track record given my clumsy ass, so I have not lost any physical games yet. So I'm sticking with I'm sticking with physical and no longer going with digital. So yeah, if I were to buy a Switch 2, I would fork over the extra money so I can get the game. Yeah, mixing up my words. So I can get the game physical for Mario Kart World. You know what I actually need to spend more money on? Well, not more, but I do need to spend money on instead of a Switch 2. My external hard drive is out of space. You know, once again, for preservation's sake, just in case anything happens, I did not initially do this at first starting out, but then I did later on. Saving all of my stream VODs as well as gameplay footage, saving those onto external hard drives, just in case anything happens. And it's out of room, so I need to buy more. I need to buy another one. And I need to buy one fast, because, you know, stuff is already piling up. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Mario Kart World? It was actually pretty funny seeing the Nintendo Treehouse Direct showing footage, and all you see in the chat was lower the price. Nothing but spamming lower the price. And we all know that Nintendo, they don't tend to ever drop the price. You know, rarer than a shiny Pokemon, they will occasionally drop the price for a sale. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. And they're pretty keen on sticking with the higher prices. So I'm not going to get a Switch 2 anytime soon. Until there's, you know, just a Switch 2 exclusive game that I really want to play. Like maybe the next Smash Brothers game, you know? I do want to play Age of Imprisonment. Oh boy, did that just screw me up. Okay, that's fine. Once again, it slowed us all down. That's good, that's good, that's good. Platinum, platinum. Yes! Oh man, Diddy got first. Well, second's not bad. So yeah, there's my very brief rundown and thoughts of Mario Kart World. I swear, we've seen this angle all the time. Every time we race on this track, we always seen in the highlight reel this exact angle. Ooh, can I see the footage of me flattening Morton? No, I guess not. Well, there you go. See you next time.